Hey guys, so before I get into this, I wanted to say that this drama, if you can even call it that, between me and YBR Chopper is practically dead at this point. But obviously I promised a video on YBR Shoot Shotz, so that's why today I am making this, alongside many other reasons of which I have. Let's just say there are a lot of problems with this guy's music, which I'm sure you guys will notice as I show you his content in this video. And yes, this will be the last video on anyone in YBR Chopper's community, and my reason is that, for one, the drama that was never really existent between us two is already dead, and also that making all these videos is clearly giving YBR Chopper attention to his name. But aside from all that, you may have noticed in my most recent video on YBR Chopper, which was made around about 3 weeks ago now, as of when this video will be going up. I know, doesn't sound very recent, does it? But nonetheless, if you didn't notice already in that video, around 1 minute and 32 seconds in, I popped up a cheeky message at the bottom of the screen, hinting a possible video to be made on YBR Shoot Shotz. Now, I wanted to point out that this guy apparently is the manager for YBR Chopper and runs a record label for YBR Chopper's music. Now, the main part I wanted to point out about this is that YBR Shoot Shotz is like a few years younger than Chopper, and the fact that YBR Chopper is pretty much being told what to do, which is initially what a manager does, you know, by someone who is like 10 years old, is pretty fucking weird. Not to forget that YBR Chopper claims he has a record label and that he is signed to it, like he's some big known artist or something. I honestly think this kid is way too stuck up his own arse to even realise that his music is absolute shite. He has no real record label, and the one he claims to be signed to is made by a random 10-year-old. And also, YBR Shoot Shotz isn't your manager and isn't even old enough to manage a record label or an artist's music. At the end of the day, this is just one massive roleplay act where they think to themselves that they're well known and living in some awesome rapper lifestyle, and that they each play a role as like the rapper and the manager. And if this kid could actually see the reality, he'd understand that it's all just one massive joke, and that he has the biggest fucking ego to actually think that highly of himself. Also guys, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. I'm not going to talk too much about this or spoil it for you, but I have some interesting news to tell you at the end of the video. This could be interpreted in a good way or a bad way, depending on whose side you're on, like mine or YBR Chopper's. But just be sure to stick around to the end and you will find out what it is. I think it's pretty fucking funny, but yeah, if you watch the end, I will let you guys know what that is. Now, today I shall be taking a look at the guy's music, in particular his music videos, which are definitely objectionable. Anyways, I'm gonna take a look at the first music video named Fall. Yeah, somehow I can tell by the thumbnail that this is gonna be AIDS on a plate. Okay, firstly, this guy's chucking up gang signs like it makes him look hard or something. And also, what's with the beat? Things really got depressing fast, didn't they? Kinda brings me back to the times when I forced myself to listen to YBR Chopper's cringy music. What fun times. And yeah, little disclaimer, the video is gonna get really fucking cringe-inducing, so just so you're aware, I'd mentally prepare yourself for the amount of brain damage this video will give you. Okay, jokes aside, just be ready to put yourself through a whole minute of actual cancer, because somehow I'm not sure I'm ready. But we're gonna watch anyway, so that you can see why this kid deserves the title of this video. Sorry to stop you guys again, but who the fuck is he looking at? Can't be his little brother, surely. Yep, it was. His little brother. Why is he in the music video, can I just ask? Like, is he relevant to it, or did you just invite him in for a fucking dancing contest? I'll just play a bit more of the clip and you'll probably see what I mean by dancing. Can you even call it dancing? I'm not too sure actually, but I'll let you guys decide. I'm sorry, what the actual fuck was that? That was the most cringeworthy thing I've ever seen in a music video. Why is there some kind of ongoing trend here with dancing like a spastic in your music videos? People saying that I couldn't make it to the top. See what I mean now? Please though, just stop. Like, imagine thinking that would be good to dump in your music video. Oh my god, it must have been so awkwardly uncomfortable for his little brother. Let's get an F in the chat, guys. Ooh, the fuck was that noise? Did he just lick his lips? Honestly, if you're attempting to make me retch with disgust, then well done, you're heading in the right direction. My god, it just gets worse, doesn't it? Okay, YBR Shoot Shotz, there is something when you go to editing your video where you can mute the audio of your music video. And yeah, it sounds a lot better than leaving in the noises of you and your brother lip syncing whatever you're trying to sing or shout, of which I'm not quite sure. And also breathing into the mic. Please stop. Honestly, what a class A music video. You start by throwing up random hand gestures and gang signs. You then grab your little brother and jump around with him like complete spastics. And now you can't even mute the audio of your video. Honestly, could it get any better? Probably not.
Why you gotta fall all the way to the mall? Why you saw
Can I just point out, you're not even in sync with any of the lyrics, which is something you should definitely sort out if you're considering future music videos. Also, don't get your little brother to hold the camera in future. Like, he not only has one of his fingers in the side of the camera lens very frequently throughout this video, which shows a clear lack in camera skills, but he also smacks the camera in a way which I'm pretty sure pierced my eardrum just listening to.
why you saw?
Thanks for that.
You cannot tell me nothing. Why you wasting your time? Why you gotta fall all the way to the mall? What did you just saw?
I'm sorry, what kind of a lyric or bar is that? He just said, why do you fall all the way to the mall? What the How is that even an actual lyric? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Also, mate, you should be LeBron James. Look at those basketball skills. He didn't even release it into the net the first time. He just pushed it through and then throws out this bring it on kind of gesture like he's some unbeatable god. Oh, this music video gets worse every second, I swear.
Why you at the mall? I'm gonna get my treats off, and then I'm gonna go work for the rainfall. Go to the rainforest and go.
Wow, nice keyboard you've got there. Honestly, this has just turned into a what I bought at the mall shopping haul video. Like, first he whips out a black keyboard, which he probably bought cheap off Craigslist for like $5, an empty water bottle, and the Luigi's Mansion 3 game in a greasy looking Nintendo Switch disc case. Seriously, what a flex. Like, I'm kind of confused as to what the context is behind these items and how they possibly correlate with this music video. Someone please tell me.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, you know, I can relate there. It's not that easy, is it? Wait, what's not easy again? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand. Oh, is it that it's not easy to get those epic trick shots you got in the basketball hoop? Honestly, I agree. Like, those look like they took a lot of practice.
Why you gotta fall all the way to the mall?
Okay, and the video cut out. Nice editing, Shoot Shotz. Absolute fucking quality. You hadn't even finished your sentence and your music video just randomly came to an end. Also, how can I forget? He literally uses the same clip that he did earlier in the video. Citrus FFA did point out the same issue with YBR Chopper's Pain music video, and it's actually sad that both of these guys have to recycle already used clips. Like, just record it again. I didn't know it took that much effort, but okay. For real though, like, how did this video get 78 likes? I swear there's some really retarded people out there who actually thought this was a good video. The lyrics were complete garbage. Like, does this guy even script or plan his lyrics? And another thing, before I move on, this guy recorded the whole video start to end in his bedroom. Like, can anyone top that? That's just pure dedication to his channel, as you can tell. He can't even be asked to at least find a half decent filming location for his music video. One thing I will mention though is that his music video is in only 720p, but at least it's not in 360p like YBR Chopper's music videos that are recorded on a Kyocera slider in 10 FPS. So I guess that was the one slightly good thing about this video, although I'm still struggling to see how I even found a positive out of it. Anyways, now we're gonna move on to another video called Forgive Me. Why am I doing this to myself? This is torture.
Forgive me, when will you eat? What do you need? When will you pour down the seed? Will you eat the meat?
These lyrics yet again deserve a trophy. Like, why are you talking about eating the meat? If anybody could try and find any significant meaning behind the lyrics in these songs, I would be surprised. Unless he's referencing something sexual. Who knows? Like, he obviously just runs out of ideas and decides to fucking waffle as much as he can until the video ends, aka dumping in random lyrics, and then we're given with this hell of a masterpiece. Also, is anyone else still laughing at how he struggled to get on the trampoline? Oh, just me. Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to have beef, so give me back my seat.
Oh my god, his face then. I bet his mum just came outside to give him a cane across the arse. It's kind of funny how 1 minute he's acting like a total jizz stain in front of his camera, and then suddenly he changes when somebody sees him acting strangely. What a weird bloke this guy is.
Whenever I used to ride the slide, I always used to say we. Hey. Give me back my seat. Hey. Hey, give me back my seat. Forgive me. Why don't you eat wheat? When will you see me? Hey, are you blind? Can you see?
Wow, just wow. He even forgot to mute the video audio in this one as well, and yet again the lyrics do not sync up at all. This guy needs to improve his content. Like, seriously, it is so bad. I actually think just sitting here and watching it all is making me develop a brain hemorrhage. Okay, what the fuck did I just find? I actually thought this guy's music was the queerest thing on this guy's channel. Apparently not. What is this? I'm just gonna play part of the video to you guys called Skit with my brother. I need a producer, really. Just wait till you see what noises he makes in this video.
What made you want to get here?
Oh, the studio, I'm trying to rap, okay? Okay, so... Okay. How'd I do? I'm gonna have to record again.
Oh my god, I can feel myself slowly curling into a ball because of the severity of cringe. Like, is this kid genuinely okay, or has he just lost his sanity? I think the second answer is the most accurate way to put it, to be honest. No joke though, he sounds like if a chipmunk was drugged and then set alight with gasoline and a match. I just found something odd. This guy made a video titled, I have great news. No, that wasn't the odd thing. It's the fact that it's a fairly normal handheld video that he has set as age restricted. Let's give it a look and see if you guys think it needs a restriction put on it, because I'm just lost at this point.
Yo, what's up, guys? I have some great news for my fans. So maybe on the 31st of March, I will, be official artist, and I will be on Spotify, Heart Radio, Apple Music, iTunes, and yeah, hope you guys can see my stuff, and I'll be on YouTube, so hope you guys enjoy me while you can, and yeah.
Yeah, I highly doubt any of this is gonna happen. How the hell are you gonna make it onto Spotify, Apple iTunes, and Heart Radio, considering how utterly awful your music is? Like, this yet again is where I don't understand this kid. Like, I know it isn't probably hard to get on iTunes or Spotify, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is where he yet again is making an embarrassment of himself. Like, are you really comfortable putting that kind of crap quality music on other platforms other than YouTube for people to listen to and criticize, most likely in the same way that I am? I just wouldn't bother. I think your skills need vastly improving and the overall quality needs upping a shit ton before you even consider the likeliness of making it onto other audio streaming sites. I'm just trying to help you out here and maybe reduce your chances of looking like more of a humiliation, of which chances you've more or less already fucked just from the cringe-inducing content that you've posted on your YouTube channel. I just take my advice and sort out the many issues with your music music and content as a whole before you try getting onto other platforms of which people won't care to hear any of your music unless you do something about it as soon as possible. Also about how he mentioned hopefully making it onto heart radio. I nearly pissed myself with laughter hearing that the first time. Okay, firstly, only hit music and songs on the Billboard make it onto the heart radio and the many other music radio stations. Somehow I can't see the name YBR Shoot Shotz popping up on the Billboard anytime soon. And for another thing, if your music was to ever in a million years come up on the radio in my car, I swear to God I'd drive myself off a cliff. Also, one last thing I forgot to mention that really bugs me about this guy with all of his vlog videos is the fact that he obscures half the screen with his fucking head. Instead of holding the camera at an angle, you know, on a selfie stick, I don't know, put it on a tripod or against a piece of furniture, instead he holds it by hand right next to his face, and it's annoying because you can see literally every defined pore on his skin, and it's kind of gross. So yeah, just a tip for you Shoot Shotz, if you're watching this, don't hold the camera so close to your face because it's really annoying. Like, at least hold it at an angle where it looks good. I'm gonna mention one last song from this guy's channel where he collabs with the one and only YBR Chopper, and they made a song called Just Get Better. Now, there is actually some context behind this song, and Chopper mentioned it on the live stream I talked about in my last video on YBR Chopper, and I'll just show you guys the part of the stream where they talked about it.
But he said, did you just tell a guy to kill himself? I said, I don't care if he kills himself anymore. I tried helping him, bro, but...
We even made a whole song about him.
Yeah. I made a whole song, nigga, and y'all still disrespecting me like shit about Lil Root.
We made a whole song about him saying to get better, and you guys are now disrespecting us. You guys aren't
really
grateful
like,
at all.
about the fuck.
You guys aren't grateful. We even have a...
So as you can see, they initially made this song to tell Lil Root to get better because he said he was going to commit suicide. Now, just a quick side note, for starters, I don't actually know whether or not Lil Root actually has or had been diagnosed with depression, or if he was just using it as an attention tactic, which unfortunately there are a lot of people nowadays who tend to do that. I think the sheer fact that anyone should use a mental health problem as a way to seek attention from others is honestly such a scummy and stupid thing to do. And obviously if Lil Root actually has dealt with that mental health problem, then I think saying in a title, just get better, was probably the worst way you could have phrased it. It sounds so simplistic to say it that way, considering how hard it is for the people who actually battle with it day to day. So to say, just get better, makes you sound like a bunch of ignorant twats. I'm not even going to show the video, as this video will end up being too long, and it's just heavily auto-tuned as usual, and the lyrics just aren't very good. Considering the fact that these two made the song when they were friends with Lil Root, I feel like all they do is tell him not to kill himself or slice his wrists, and then just repeat the same lyric, just get better soon, all the way through with some sad beat to add effect. Like, did you even need to make a music video about this? I get that you're trying to show that you care by dedicating it to him, but like, it's a personal thing, his mental issues, and not something to put out on the internet just to try and gain some clout out of it, like likes and views. Maybe make a song for him that's actually gonna sound good, and not some fucking stereotypical depression song with an extremely dreary beat. Like, am I expecting it to be upbeat and happy? No, of course I'm not, but you get what I mean. It's just dull, and you know, if you really cared about this guy, maybe you would have put just the slightest bit more effort into it, instead of rushing it just like your other shitty songs. And yeah, that goes to both of you, as you both collabed to make this song, and your music is both similar and cancerous. But yeah, obviously if anyone out there is struggling with depression or any other mental health issue, I highly suggest reaching out to somebody, as it will really help, and keeping it to yourself likely won't make things get better on their own. So please reach out to someone if you are, and just talking about it and getting support can be the best thing to do for yourself and others around you who truly care. Just thought I would say that, seeing as I had to bring up the topic of suicide when explaining the context of that song. But yeah, also I've heard Lil Root is good with YBR Chopper again. What the fuck? After all the literal shite they said about each other, they still returned to each other to give each other a deep anal suckage. That was fucking gross, I'm sorry. I bet Lil Root apologised for the sheer purpose of getting clout off Chopper again, seeing as that's where apparently most of Lil Root's subs and views came from, even though, let's be honest, the clout he receives off YBR Chopper is extremely fake, based on how many alts Chopper has, and how most of his subs, according to a person in my comments, are from doing sub for sub, so most likely inactive. But But anyways, I guess that wraps up today's video. Obviously, don't send any hate towards YBR Shoot Shotz. Yes, he is the cringiest shit going, other than his fellow friend YBR Chopper. But if he does receive any hate, I am not going to take any responsibility for it, as I've made the disclaimer both now and at the beginning of the video, like always. So if you do send hate, that's completely on you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, I know the beef, if you could even call it that, has died out a while ago, but I did promise in my last YBR Chopper video that I would make one on this guy as well, because a lot of people don't realise how awful his content is. I just wanted to vent my opinions to you guys. So yeah, after this point, unless one of them responds to me or makes a diss track or something funny like that, then I guess this is the last video I will be making on these guys, and the rest is up to them. They can either be defensive towards the opinions and the points I make about their music, or they can improve and just come to terms with their faults and downsides. At this point, I'm just going to let them do what they want, regardless of whether they make themselves look like retards. Also guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. If you did make it this far, obviously I will now tell you guys the news that I promised you at the beginning of the video, and like I say, you might interpret this in a good or a bad way depending on whether you're on YBR Chopper's side or my side. But yeah, basically, let's just get to the point. YBR Chopper got terminated off YouTube. I'm not surprised this happened to him, to be honest. I don't really care that it happened to him. I don't feel remotely bad for him. I mean, he did view for view, he did sub for sub from what I've heard. He sub-botted his channel to 1K. He has a fuck ton of alts, and like to deny it and say that he only has 3 or 4, which we all know is a blatant lie, because every time one of us makes a video on him, I mean, one of the people from our community, me being one of the main people, like 7 or 8 people come in straight away after he sends it to his discussion tab, and they all have like no subscribers and stuff, which I find really weird, and they all like have no channel layout and stuff like that, and they were all made around the same time as well. Like, this guy does so much scummy shit to grow to 1K subs, so I honestly think he deserves getting terminated, and I just thought I'd let you guys know that, to be honest. I'm sorry if I'm dragging this point on for a bit, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. It might make you laugh, maybe it doesn't. You might be sat there like, YBR Shoot Shotz is probably right now throwing a fucking paddy under his bed because his little buddy got terminated from the platform. Well, tough tits, mate. Your mate was view for viewing, sub-botting, he was doing scummy ways of growing to 1K, and he's the most egotistical rat I've ever seen on the internet. So, I mean, who cares at this point? He kind of deserves it. I mean, he completely deserves it. But anyway, I'm going to end out the video. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to smash the like button to let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already, as it's completely free and it really helps out my channel in the long run. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single video I upload. And yeah, I guess I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.